Hello, my name is Samuel Yeboah and welcome to Midday Live on JTV. Now let's look at the top stories for this afternoon. Mr. Martin Amidu has threatened to sue the state over frustrations from heads of institutions. We went to the Parliament's house where minority in Parliament has expressed worry over decisions by some MPs not to come back to Parliament in 2020. Whilst in the eastern region, the key member of the Ya and San family fighting the installation of the Akwamuhene has pledged support. And in the international news, you heard that the World Health Organization has warned nations over the possible outbreak of Ebola. We have details of these stories, including news from the world of sports, streaming live on our Facebook and YouTube channel, Jancole TV Ghana. Stay tuned for the details of these stories after this quick commercial break.
Yamama Kwababa Jancole Company Limited. Mini CEO Ameda Ejumana no. I friend Ora Leslie Coleman. Na the ene say run nanny 24 hours, 12 hours nanny. Ye clean fee. Ni Colombia embassy fire Juma ni Zuzu restaurant. Ye ni Juma fo bebre aye Juma. Oba ecotourism so asebe ibi ma ware omuntumi nye ni die bia utumi de honeymoon ba se bia wa ware 2% after honeymoon mo ko ebia Mombasa beach resource. Anaso ko Kenya ko Namibia ko South Africa ko nkonkro bi so na mo ko have fun ni mo honeymoon na mo be fia ye wo ebia mo ye group of people mo pese mo ko to wo be bia ye wo. Secondly so obi hwe na say owo nkofo bi wa manone na mpeso mbehwe ecotourism na so mpeso mo hwe nice attractive area wa Ghana ha ufren na football academy ne so ye wo academy any NGO ye started ye share streetisms ne mu ne wa academy baby wa mo dadidi 2 times a day and a pani enyumbi mu training once a day ombobo ye mom contract ye dey abrofo ne behwe mo pebiko na so hwe echi apan Oba Jancole Company Limited award Nyameche Dakuma Road opposite Living Light Chapel. Your number is 030 290 7503. Mibubo BM 030 290 7503. Now, share your cell phone so Ubo 0244 630 257. 0244630257 and then ya number sa e was screen so a o hwe na o hwe chikwan so a e was screen so location e ba ha no so mumbre ya so e na mume yanye ejuma.
The Special Prosecutor, Mr. Martin Amidu, has threatened to sue the state over frustrations from heads of institutions in an article he wrote.
The Special Prosecutor Martin Amidu has vented his frustration at various stumbling blocks to fulfilling his mandate. He cites the heads of public institutions as one of these frustrations in an article. Serving notice he may be compelled to sue the state to release some documents to aid in investigations. The Office of the Special Prosecutor Act empowers the office to enforce the production of information and documents in the courts against any public institution that fails or refuses to honor the lawful request of the office. This office can also go to the High Court to compel heads of institutions to obey the laws that support the fight against corruption. The consequence will be that, in accordance with the civil procedure rules, this office will have to sue the Attorney General as the representative of the state. Mr. Amidu has in the past complained about legal and logistical constraints hampering his work as special prosecutor. In his latest article, Mr. Amidu noted that his He has only 3 seconded investigators from Ghana Police Service with no prosecutor employed directly by the office for obvious bureaucratic and technical reasons. But Mr. Amidu said his office has been able to work around these challenges and managed to investigate and arrange a number of public officers before the High Court for prosecution. Their heads of institutions have failed or refused to apply the law or interdiction and or indefinite leave to deter others from following the same corruption path, he added. Mr. Amidu noted that the biggest challenge facing the office of the special prosecutor is in the heads of institutions who simply refuse to comply with laws designed to ensure good governance and to protect the national purse by fighting corruption.
Now let's move straight to the Parliament House. The minority in Parliament has expressed worry over decisions some parliamentarians not to come back to Parliament in 2020, claiming this decision will affect parliamentary work since they are long serving and the long serving parliamentarian exit will affect parliamentary work.
Some members of the minority side in Parliament have expressed worry about the decision by some of their senior colleagues not to file for re-election. It emerged after the filing of nominations for aspiring candidates for the National Democratic Congress (NDC), which closed over the weekend, that some experienced MPs, including Alban Gbagbe, Fifi Kwete, and Inusa Fuseni, will not contest the party's primaries. Some also have explained that their decision not to contest is in fulfillment of their promise to stay for 2 terms. Parliament is going to lose the experience of people like Alban Gbagbe, who has no co-equal in terms of legislative activities in Ghana. So long as Ghana is concerned, since pre-colonial to colonial times and pre-independence to independence times, he is the longest serving MP in the history of West Africa's sub-region. 28 years in Parliament, it has never happened before. Although his decision not to contest in the upcoming polls may surprise many, the trained liar has hinted months earlier of his decision to bow out of the Parliament. Former Roads and Highways Minister said he wanted to give a new person the chance to serve the people of Tamale Central. He also said he wanted to commit fully to the 2020 presidential campaign of John Mahama. Another notable development in the northern region, however, concerning the primaries in the minority leader Haruna Idrisu contesting unopposed in the Tamale South constituency. This will make it the 4th time he is contesting the Tamale South seat without competition since 2004.
Now moving straight to Akwemu in the eastern region. The key member of Ya Ansa family fighting against the installation of Akwemu Hene has now pledged support to the installation after 27 good years of chieftaincy dispute.
Abiweti Alav Ajosom, who has been at the center of Akwemu chieftaincy dispute for over 27 years, on Sunday during the celebration of Akwesidaya festival, finally let sleeping dogs lie and pledged allegiance of Akwemu Hene. Sunday also saw all divisional chiefs of Akwemu, who are the kingmakers of the great Akwemu paramount, Amampong Kofi, still affirming their loyalties to the Akwemu Hene Odenehu Kwafu Akoto III. The Akwemu state, with its intriguing history, had suffered development setbacks in the past 27 years due to the protracted family dispute pertaining to a misunderstanding over the installation of Odenehu Kwafu Akoto III as Akwemu Hene. The recent decision by the National House of Chiefs in favor of Odenehu Kwafu Akoto as the lawfully installed paramount chief of Akwemu has proved to be a turning point in the history of these descendants of warriors.
Stay tuned as our brother Carlos Di Papa comes your way with the news in sports after this quick commercial break.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
A higher Afritech YMA industry and training. Say, a fact near the Dabie, a year the Afritech YMA industry, and I can't forget the amount. Afritech, here may be to say, hospital bed, office chairs, restaurant tables and chairs, puppets, cool chairs and tables. There's also TV stands, church chairs. There's also here in Kunya Edema, one hour, one decorative wedding, and I said, almost CC, I will throw a home. See a cat in Kunya Papa, idea, not a African Australian corner, who will be. Several be our Ghana and African, Sebra. Na oba na oni eye adwuma the sanso e wo free delivery e de ma but bibiara wo bia no Afritech e de niema no e be ko akujam aso se open Afritech e kira kwana ye wo suhu ye le top oil na di nhwani mu the sanso e wo nkan abekuma Pentecost Junction wo na ma na etwa bu okasamfoni na se no fana frɛ Afritech wire industry and training yes ikomo quality metal products.
Welcome. It's time for Sports on Media News Live on JTV. My name is Carlos Crystal Kwesi Cranton. You can simply call me Carlos the Papa. Starting with the local stories. Now let's move straight into the 2019 African Cup of Nations, where the competition has reached its final stage. Nigeria lost by 2-1 against Algeria, and Algeria has made it into the finals, and Senegal beat Tunisia by 1-0. The AFCON final will be played on Friday, that's 19 July, between Senegal and Algeria. And the third placement will be on 17 July 2019, and that's Thursday, between Tunisia and Nigeria. Let's move straight to some interesting stories right here in Ghana now. According to reports popping up this afternoon, Ghana coach Kwesi Appiah's future to be decided this week. Finder Sports has reported that a meeting will be held within the week by the Normalization Committee of the Ghana Football Association to discuss the future of the Black Stars coach Kwesi Appiah, as well as Ghana's disappointing exit from the 2019 African Cup of Nations. Now let's do some club stories. Krabia Kumasi Asante Koroko attacker Abudu Fatal Safri is undergoing trials with Sweden's top flight side, Helsingborg IF. The player, who was linked with a lot of clubs in Europe, traveled to Sweden last Sunday in order to be assessed by the club before signing a contract. According to the agent of the player, Yusuf Chipsa, the coach of the club has requested to assess the player closely before a deal will be finalized. That's all for local stories on Media News Live on JTV. Now let's move straight into the foreign front. Let's do some tennis. Novak Djokovic overcomes Roger Federer in longest men's final ever by winning 5th set 7-6, 1-6, 7-6, 4-6, 13-12 to be captured 5th Wimbledon crown. So now Roger Federer is the champion of the current Wimbledon. Now let's move straight into association football, where FC Barcelona's stories are popping up this week. Now Antoine Griezmann has signed a 5-year contract with Barcelona after the 120 million euros release clause in his Atletico Madrid contract was activated. According to Barcelona, now his release clause is 800 million euros. So if you want Antoine Griezmann, that's the actual money you pay for the French international before you can sign it from FC Barcelona. In some other transfer stories now, Manchester United have agreed a world record £80 million deal for Harry Maguire. He's set to fly to Manchester for his medical tomorrow. United will pay 60 million plus 20 million add-ons, and his contract will be finalized. That's all for Sports on Media News Live on JTV. My name is Carlos Crystal Kwesi Cranton. You can nicely call me Carlos the Papa. Stay tuned for more.
Thank you very much, Carlos the Papa. Now, stay tuned as our sister Comfort Kofi comes your way with the news in entertainment.
This is Media News Live Entertainment segment on JTV. Moving straight to the stories, legendary highlife musician Dada KB fondling his manhood in public. A video circulating on social media indicates legendary high-life musician Dada KD fondling his manhood in public. In the video, though the Somuji hitmaker, who is clad in kente cloth with black shorts, didn't strip naked while fondling his manhood, his illustration excited his fellow high-life musician K3 Kwame Appiah.
In other story, Ghanaian hip-hop and high-life recording artist Jason Jassay, known in the industry as Papi Kojo, has advised we Ghanaian ladies to date fancy guys if you want peace of mind.
Sometimes they say marriage also matters depending on the tribe you marry from, and that is what Ghanaian hip-hop and hip-life recording artist from Takrady, Jason Gacy, popularly known as Papi Kojo, has brought into urging Ghanaian ladies to go in for men from his tribe. According to Papi Kojo, if you are an unmarried Ghanaian lady and wish to be in a perfect relationship, then there is one tribe you should never think twice: Fancies. Papi Kojo, in a post on his Twitter handle, tweeted, "Ladies, get yourself a fancy man if you want peace of mind and laugh every day." He explained in Chi.
This is the end of today's entertainment news. The name is Comfort Coffee. You can also call me Slim's Cutie. Stay tuned for the rest of the news.
This brings us to the end of the midday news. Let's take a recap. Mr. Martin Amidu has threatened to sue the state over frustrations from heads of institutions. We went to the Parliament's house where the minority in Parliament has expressed worry over decisions by some MPs not to come back to Parliament in 2020. Whilst in the Eastern region, the key member of the Ya and San family fighting the installation of the Akwamuhene has pledged support. And in the international news, you heard that the World Health Organization has warned nations over the possible outbreak of Ebola. My name is Samuel Yeboah. Thank you.